I dey always talk and say food na part of composition.
Mm-hmm.
Now why they cause problem for events? You can afford it, but they no give you go vex.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my guy years ago, say wetin make you professional photographer na to snap dark image. Make your clients pay you. They happy say snap dark image because you know why snap dark image.
They trust your creative process.
Now wetin make no be because he get big gadget too. You know say beginner. If
Yeah.
somebody say him be beginner,
Yeah.
him be beginner. But beginner for this field means say he no be beginner for somewhere.
Yeah.
For,
Some people
so
are
I beg
professional. I've seen a professional doctor learning filmmaking.
So him just be beginner for
Filmmaking, not beginner in life.
He no be beginner in life. You understand?
Yeah.
We could differentiate.
Okay.
The
So
story
if you want to make something good out of filmmaking, photography, videography, you study it, not just
Yes.
watch videos about it
You study
or
it.
read about it.
Not
to buy FX3.
why you go buy FX3? They do talking head video for social media. Like no, see,
No, if you can afford it,
no,
Rolanzi,
let them hold
buy.
on, no, make them buy. Me,
But
now,
that's
no,
not what
me.
is. Welcome to another episode of Depth of Field podcasts. The last episode was amazing and you guys really enjoyed it, and I promise we're going to be bringing your favorite content creators, your favorite photographers, videographers in Nigeria. And today we have somebody I consider a good teacher when it comes to using Pidgin to teach his followers online how to do photography the right way, tips and tricks on how to use AI in photography. He's an arts and fashion photographer. He's one of the photographers I know that prioritizes storytelling in his, photography. And he has really amazing works that have done, quite a number of likes, and he has quite a number of followers on social media. And that person is no other person than Rolanzi. Welcome to the show, my guy.
Thank you for bringing me. Why they speak English, Seth?
So for this episode, because it's you, I actually thought of it that when I was bringing it, I thought of it before I reached out to you that, how are we going to do this thing? But I mean, our audience is
mixed.
They are mixed, yeah, and mostly I think every Nigerian understands Pidgin, yeah. So it's good. Yeah.
So I know how to speak English
because it's actually going to be weird.
Yeah.
Hearing you speak only English. I don't think I've ever experienced or seen any video of you speaking just English and not Pidgin.
I don't really speak. I don't speak English when I'm facing the camera. I only speak English behind the camera, like when I'm communicating with clients. When I the shock, be no worry, I sabi it too. I just see now branding.
But I think that's one of the things that makes your content really interesting and makes it stand out. We have a lot of people doing exactly what you're doing, but the Pidgin you are using and the way you are now infusing, imagine using Pidgin to teach AI. Like that thing, they always bust my brain anytime I see it.
So it don't switch me, come back to my default mode. Normally, I've been struggling and they speak English with them because I suppose speak Pidgin and no na. And I suppose they follow in go school. Now why they speak English?
You know, go school.
I don't go school.
Let's start from there. So what was your level of secondary school?
Every other thing I just they build.
Are you serious?
It they like lie, Abby. And I say it be my life.
So at the end of the day, I don't think it's really about formal education.
Now why I use the word I no go school, I'm not saying I know they educated.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So people they mistake them. I really they educated though.
Obviously.
I go do computer engineering for you. Like I do hardware maintenance, I do software maintenance for computer.
So you think photography is not that skill you can do because sabi book for school, you just want you fail for school, you want the concept you go learn work. Is photography the work for the person?
Photography no be for who knows sabi book. See, first of all, a lot of times people they feel say skill now one of those things, but it takes a lot to be professional. I tell my guy years ago, say wetin make you professional photographer now to snap dark image. Make your clients pay you. They happy say snap dark image because you know why snap dark image.
They trust your creative process.
No be because he get big gadget too. And the fact say bring your phone and then pay you that money. Like no worry, this guy know waiting they do your mistakes and they make excuses for your mistakes because you don't build over time.
So you are not charging according to the amount you bought your gear.
If you like, go buy Hasselblad. You know, Sabi shoot.
So because
They'll price you
this is
5K because who they go shoot now? Who they shoot matter. You get who you go bring Hasselblad come in front, then go say no be just
do they even
camera.
most of our clients don't even know what is Asuba.
Nothing
They don't know
concern,
the difference between
nothing
FX3
concern
and
them and waiting you
D750. In
shoot.
fact, because D750 is heavier and is bigger than
They'll go
FX3 in the
even think
eyes,
say it cost pass FX3.
so at the end of the day, when it comes to video, I understand the when you want to say you can impress your clients with the kind of gear you're carrying. If you are carrying FX6 now, or you rig up your FX3 to look
Yes.
big,
Yes.
but when you carry something like D50 and someone else is carrying FX3, your client does not really know. They
If you
don't
know
know.
rig the two, except they know the difference. Maybe
Exactly.
one of them they
And
tech
that is
inclined
very,
and
very, very few clients know the difference.
very
The most important thing is the results.
see the truth now say I don't shoot 6 days documentary with D750.
Interesting.
My guy will be music video director ask me
Uh-huh.
say which day I buy Black Magic. I say na D750. He say na lie.
I've actually shot a video with D750 before, and I was surprised with it. In fact, that same video, I had some. It was an interview video. So where I shot with the D750, they used to shoot with Sony FS7. It's a cinema camera,
Yeah.
and I didn't like what they were shooting. So I just used that D750 to have a plan B, that in case I don't really like the outcome of this camera. I didn't shoot in log. I mean, this 750 cannot shoot in log.
Like that.
They were
Although I
using.
install log for my own.
Okay, yeah, I guess there's a way you can do that. They were using FS7, Sony FS7, and I shot with this 750, and it came out better.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. So at that point, I just knew. Though I knew before that point, it's really not about
With the gadgets, now the
gadget.
man. Oh. Now, why you see that argument so they always get gear before knowledge? Organ knowledge comes first in anything you do. See, I don't know who they listen to this video, who they watch this video, any part of the world. You see, anything they do, if you don't understand why you they do, and go spend unnecessarily. Okay, make I bring them down to shooting. If they shoot event as a photographer, if you know what you they shoot, you go shoot less pictures because you know what you want select.
Exactly. You don't need to shoot 1,000.
Back to video. If you know what they shoot, you go shoot less scene than when you know understand because if they shoot plenty to get options.
You can't reach post.
If you understand what you they do, you don't need so many options.
I even understand that you need to take different take, but one thing I do on set, there are a lot of people they're always scared when I'm on set, is that when I shoot something, I know that this thing is not what I want. It's not what I
know
want
they
to
shoot
use.
again.
I delete it. And people be like, "Don't delete it. You might need it." I say no. Any shoot I want to do, I make sure I shoot excess. But if I shoot something and I know that this is not it, why am I leaving it in the?
If I don't need them, I don't need them. You might need no.
So what do you have to say to people that believe that gear? Do you believe gear matters?
Yeah, gear matters. But before gear matters, knowledge comes first.
So for a beginner, will you say gear matters for a beginner?
For a beginner, no. Knowledge first. You know why? You know, say me as I be break things down. You day house now, you won't cook. Afang soup. Now the gear to use cook afang soup. Now all those orishi way go by.
The ingredients.
Now, waiting make you know say you need that gear. Now because you get the resources, financial resources. Instead of you to go use part of your financial resources, go YouTube, go learn, or go take class on how to prepare afang soup. You go enter market, go buy okazi, buy water leaf, buy meat, buy everything. Now you don't know which to come first. If you go boil the okazi first, put water leaf last, because you no get the knowledge. Now you don't waste money, the soup no go sweet.
But after you don't get the knowledge, now you can now
when you
start
don't get the
talking
knowledge now, see how they be. When you don't get the knowledge, if you cook your first afang soup, you go come know where you make mistake because you get the knowledge of waiting you want achieve before you prepare.
Then you can even make that afang soup with less.
You go spend less. Now, a lot of people, when I tell a lot of people how I they light my scene, then they be like, it gets so many lights. Me and my guy, they talking say, it get this. I tell them, say, my biggest light, and they shoot the lowest power. The reason I get light with that powerful now because I dey rent certain things. So that when somebody need them, the thing they for you to pay for. No be because say I won't use that powerful light.
It's not
I
because
barely
you.
use them.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
only use strong lights when I dey shoot editorials, when I dey shoot lookbooks.
I think I understand that because I have a 650 video light, 650 watts,
But
and
you know
I
they
don't.
shoot
I
your
use
650.
most times I use
You know
it
they
at
shoot
5%,
exactly. You know they shoot
2%. I
100%.
some of my videos I shoot on 1%. So imagine somebody having 60 watts and seeing my 650 watt and
They'll be
saying
like,
the reason why my video is like that is because of
because
my
you are
6. Meanwhile, I was
no,
just at one one
no.
percent.
With your 60 watts, one of the best lights where I get,
Mm,
the lamp born ML60.
mm,
No be advert I dey do for them, but
mhm.
that light,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
one of my favorite lights.
and it's not so
It is
powerful.
very easy to carry travel. I
Mm-hmm.
understand my gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
Now be where knowledge comes in before gadgets. Imagine say I get other big lights, but I dey travel most with that small light. Reason I know where I go put them and where I no go. I know waiting and waiting what I need do
Mm-hmm.
to get my video done. I no like to carry big lights travel. I no like to pack a lot of things travel. If you no believe me, no wahala. We go start to do make believe. Should be now waiting they need. We go start to do make believe. We get them,
Yes.
but you know the necessary now. Excessive
So
load.
even as a professional, to an extent, this topic has caused a lot of controversy. I've seen a lot of opinions because this is one of the things I talk about online. How because it's sad to me, especially when I see people with very heavy, expensive, 20 million naira setup.
And then they shoot.
And their videos are not so
I dey try
impressive.
sensor.
You
Waiting I dey
understand?
do.
And I see other creators. I believe I've seen very professional creators. In fact, there's a photographer I know in Lagos. I used to admire his work and stuff until I met one of his friend and I asked, please, what camera is this guy shooting with? And he told me RP. Canon RP in the used markets right now is less than 1.2 million naira.
Yes.
And we have photographers that are using R5Cs, R6 Mark III, very expensive gadget that when you put their picture side by side, is either that other photographer that is using RP zone is better or you don't even see the difference.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, your clients don't even care. But one thing I now also realized was that his lenses are mad. He has a RF 50mm f1.2. He has really mad RF and EF lenses, which is also something that even people that don't have such expensive gears are able to get away with. Really, 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 really nice video. I remember shooting one of the last few documentaries I shot. I used an FX3 and an FX30. FX30 was the A cam, FX3 was the B cam. I intentionally did it like that because I wanted to zoom in. I want an intimate look for the
Yeah.
A cam, and I used FX30. And I was playing it for one of my assistants, and I asked him, I just wanted to pick his brain on that to see, okay, let me really see if he's going to. He's a professional cinematographer. I said, I want you to tell me which one is FX3 and which one is FX30. Of course, because he thinks because it's FX3, I want to put it as a cam, and everything he chose, even for the B rolls, were wrong. Everything he picked as the FX3 was FX30, and everything he picked with FX30 was FX. And it was like, wow. And I told him at the end of the I said, okay, why do you even think this thing is FX3? And he was giving me excuses like, it's like the depth. Meanwhile, I've already compensated. FX3, I shot on f2.8, FX30, I shot on f1.4. And you now want to compare depths. How? So I made, and because the sensor were similar, FX30 has a 6K 6K downsample to 4K sensor. FX3 has a 4K sensor. So FX30 is a bit even sharper than FX3. Even though FX30 is half the price of, with one FX3, you will buy two FX30. And imagine for a beginner, you have just 5 million naira you want to use to start. You want to buy two camera. You have 5 million naira to spend on two camera.
Beginners they get 5 million.
I know they are beginners.
Those are to be beginners.
I know they are beginners. I don't agree.
No, nah,
you don't have to be broke when you're. Not all beginners are broke.
Now, I know they talk. Beginners for this feed be specific.
Rolanzi,
Wait,
I've
now
seen beginners.
No, now say make you dey specific.
Okay.
that person no be, you know, say beginner. If
Yeah.
somebody say him be beginner, him
Yeah.
be beginner.
Uh,
But beginner for this field means say he no be beginner for somewhere.
yeah,
He just be beginner
yeah.
for.
Some people
So
are
I beg no.
professional. I've seen a
Eh,
professional doctor learning filmmaking.
so him just be beginner for
Filmmaking, not
filmmaking.
beginner in
He
life.
no be beginner in life.
Like,
You
no, yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Make we differentiate
Okay, okay.
am.
Beginner in filmmaking, not beginner in life.
Beginner in filmmaking wey hold 5 million.
Yes.
No
What?
be because if you just use the word beginner, it means generally.
And sometimes some people, too, people like me, the way I was able to start filmmaking, because sometimes I dey pity people where they start filmmaking for 2026 and you're a beginner in life and you want to be a beginner filmmaker. Because how do you want to do? You can't even buy gadgets to start with 1 million naira.
Depression. Oh God.
Because I remember when I started, one of the few things that helped me was I was able to borrow money from my, girlfriend, then now my wife, my mom, my friends. I was able to gather like 800K. I was able to buy a camera body, lens, and laptop
With 800K,
with 800K. And
which year
this
be
was
this?
5 years ago. I was able to buy A7, Sony A7 Mark 1, 35mm f1.4 Sigma used on camera joint NG. Used. And I was able to buy MacBook Pro
Yes.
2013
Yes. Because that
Core i7.
then like 350.
I was able to the camera with the lens was like 450, the laptop was like 400, so everything was about 850. You understand? But when beginners are starting out now, so one of the things I just tell people that, especially if you're a beginner, focus on the right things, though, because your lighting is more important, though.
Wait, but it gets something I want to talk. You know, say this age and time, now the easiest time to make money.
Explain.
So this age and time, anything fit actually pay you because now we don't dey exposed to internet unlike before.
Yes.
But the problem with this age and time now say the money no they last because they come very fast. So then they barely plan up. Now one of the things, no be like say somebody glorify hard times. No. Or I listened to one song, the guy say hard time be like sugar. Like they make your success story sweet. One of the things about
Actually.
hard times, I say they prepare you for the good times.
Yes.
Challenges. Some persons they no get challenges when they start because of how it is easy to make money. So they know they fit plan their money.
And even when bad times now shows up, some hard times shows up,
They know they fit face them
they
again
can't test
because
it.
they no start life with them. You understand? So this time, whatever you do, like
But this thing where you dey talk. See, I was telling somebody was a few weeks ago. I said, so I was looking back. I'm one of the people that I don't glorify poverty.
no.
If you can start your career with FX3, please start.
No,
If you can start with any,
I know they glorify poverty.
but
People say,
but I don't think hard times only means when you are poor.
now Moko get something straight. Hard times and poverty are two different things.
Exactly.
Poverty and being broke are two different things.
Yeah, exactly. Being broke and you can be broke and not
And
poor.
you're not poor.
Yeah.
Now when you dey do business, you can understand being broke.
Yes, that an entrepreneur. You can be broke and not poor. Yeah.
Because as an entrepreneur for morning, you be multi-millionaire.
Yes. For night, if you don't
Night foul. Before
if you don't have that gadgets.
before afternoon.
If you don't have that gadget,
Na temper remain for your account.
it's
You want
crazy.
subscribe.
Sometimes
15K.
you wake up with 2 million naira in your account and you are sleeping with 6,500.
You reach 6,500. I be like 520 within your hand because you buy something and give you. So you understand. Now you know they bother because you understand. Say wealth and riches not two different things. Now I dey talk about people who understand building of wealth because some people just believe say na riches they important. Where the people need to carry cash around, now value and they exchange. I know say na media they talk about, but this one still full of the conversation because they talk about poverty and being broke. Now, if you understand that thing, you go invest in gadgets. You go get, say our gadget na asset. Now before now be known to say gadgets na asset. Gadgets they appreciate as years they go.
I'm telling you, no, I think because of the naira value too, everything in Nigeria has become. Car used to be a liability, but you get the car where you go buy now. I believe you can make money. I would rather. I told somebody asked me one question. He said, if they give you 1 million naira today, what are you going to do? So after I mentioned everything I was going to do, the person said, so you're not going to build house. You're not going to.
A
I'm like,
million,
oh, 100 million naira.
100 million.
Yeah. He
Wow,
says, so
the
you're not
house
going
where I
to.
go
He
stay.
said, exactly.
So now, more understand
I
something.
think financial
See,
education is actually important if you want to make
see.
it as a
Now,
creator.
you get one thing where people don't understand. I'm not against you building. I'm not against you doing whatever you want to do with your money. I dey speak English more than no vex. It dey happen sometimes.
Mm.
But one thing why I dey against now, not understanding what to do at a particular point in time when you have finances. Now, when you get that money, to some persons, when they build, no be issue because you get certain things where they don't put in place.
Yes. They already
Building
have a cash flow.
house where you want stay na liability.
This is a liability.
Instead of you to build house, say you no get any plan at all. Why not use that money build shops, rent them?
You are
Like,
into videography business.
No. I say no.
I'm, no,
I
no,
say
I'm
you no
even
get
saying,
plan, sef.
no,
I say you no even get plan.
no, I'm
sef.
even making an example that you are into videography business. You go
You know
buy
wetin-
2017 Lexus.
Why?
You no get good lens. You
Why?
no get good lighting.
Why? You no get a space.
You see 2009
You no
Lexus,
get
50 million
stands.
naira one. You go buy 50 million naira. You know get studio space. You don't
Who
have
you
good.
wan prove point to? Okay, now the only time where that thing no go be financial mistake na say e get offline networks wey you dey build. So you need that one as a status
Yes,
to step up for a
That is
contract.
us. Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying this because people wey dey do am know wetin dem suppose do with that opportunity. Dem just dey do am because see,
They feel like
poor
that's what is
people,
good.
poor people dey use money dey impress other poor people. I dey on a live call, one guy say, when him don get money, trust me, this guy none of us get money reach that guy on that call. So when him don get money, him go start to dey learn, which him dey learn many things too. Him go learn so many things. Then one other one wey come the video in the outside the country, him come make a comment why this one dey talk. Him come add say, now like this, wetin him wan dey do na to dey learn different things from different field. Because when you get money and all your friends get money, if you dey with people wey get money, you no fit use money as bragging rights. Now na conversations. Wetin you know about this thing? Wetin you know about that thing?
It's the value you can
Yes,
give.
him come talk about one this thing. When him talk say, fella meet with some streamers for Yankee. When it comes to numbers and money, Pella get and pass them. When it comes to sense, Oga no get. Because now then they get conversation, he no fit contribute. Okay, fast forward to last 2 weeks, Honest Bunch podcast. Sheilo and Idris, I don't know the guy name, but Idris didn't sign name. Then they get conversation about Nigerian politics.
I think I saw it.
You believe say for 2 hours, Blessing CEO no get contribution about politics. Now you don't have to know everything about Nigerian politics. I know they follow news, but I can talk about politics.
Of
Now-
course, you.
Now, once your people know about knowledge, once your people know about intelligence, I feel they a circle when they get conversation, provided as I just understand where the point they from.
You
and
don't
where
have to
dey
know
go.
it holistically.
You no need to know everything. You fit add from waiting somebody they talk. If you make a contribution, you must not know about the dates. I get a friend if he tell you every date from when you and I meet, all the encounter one I getting go tell you the date and time. No be my strength with that. But I fit tell you something will happen in between as in they bring up the conversation. I fit tell you something, okay, this person they do farm. I know nothing about farming, but I understand say farming na physical work. You fit contribute. Now, then get the money, but nothing else then gets to contribute. So who are they impressing with their money? Poor people.
That's that. So I would like to ask something. Why do you think people are so attached with camera brands? I know that you're a Nikon lover.
No,
No,
about Nikon lover. See,
don't wait. Let me
Oh, yeah.
ask my
Oh, yeah.
question.
Ask.
You're a Nikon lover.
No wala.
I love Sony.
Yes.
Even though I believe my next camera will most likely not be a Sony camera.
It go
Because
be
I mean,
it go be Nikon. you go be Nikon. I go cast you for this video. I try see how they preach. My gospel they go
I don't
far.
understand. I believe my next camera will not might not be Sony camera because
You
I
no
mean
go be Sony
it's
camera. And
20
the face camera they talk am. No be Sony.
it's 2026.
Sony more na no vessel. Na strong user be this.
So in 2026, I believe a lot of camera companies are doing.
Yeah.
Look at Black Magic. They release Pic 6K, Pic 6 12K. You know, Lumix released the S1 Mark II, SR Mark II, or X1R Mark II, whatever. The Nikon that we all used to call potato.
My brother.
People dragged Nikon for years for their video
Then they
capability.
drag me join. For waiting no consign me, I go dey
So
sleep.
why do you think people are attached to camera brands in Nigeria?
Okay, so one thing why I feel say make a lot of people they attached to camera brand for Nigeria, starting with Canon. When we start, everybody gets easy access to Canon cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it's the most available.
yes, for that reason, and Canon, whether I like it or not, I know they talk about the RF glasses now.
Mm-hmm.
Canon gets the cheapest professional lens, 50mm Canon lens, STM. Now STM
You say Canon used to have the cheapest.
See, no.
In 2026, we have in 2026 we now have two 100 and something K lens for Sony for every camera.
How much it is a 50mm 1.8B? It's still cheaper as that. See,
no. Okay, you are saying for Canon lens. Yes, is it Canon?
No. I talk about
third
Canon
party. Is it
now.
third party
No,
Canon lens?
not be third party.
Okay.
Canon. You understand?
Okay.
So then, everybody, as a big boy, how much now? 50K. You don't, as you get your 50K, you don't get 50mm. And 50mm now professional.
Mm-hmm.
Till date.
Nifty 50.
F1.8. I swear, till date, now professional lens.
So because it was most available, people were able to.
If you notice, most Nigerians will start their career with Canon.
Mm-hmm.
I still own Canon cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't shoot Canon. The day when I touch Nikon because of my color style. When
it comes to color straight out of camera.
See, bro.
The first time I started photography, I remember going to settings and that Nikon color profile, vivid and everything. I just tried vivid once. I snapped with it and I just imported it. I've not edited and I was like,
my brother, if you be the type you know like to edit, I go advise you make you shoot Nikon. If you like to color well, if you like post production, shoot Sony.
Mm-hmm.
This one they tell you are the color great for people.
Mm-hmm.
Different cameras. I don't shoot events with Nikon and Canon. Now 4 cameras we shoot Mark III, we shoot USR, we shoot D750 and Z6 II.
Is that not stressful to match in post?
You know, stress me because I do them for live. I do like over 600 pictures in 4 hours. I do them for live. Like now, I put them for my live class. Now, even the 2 Nikon no go give you the same color output.
Because they use different sensors.
You understand? The 2 Canon no go give you the same, but I match all 4 of them. Now, I don't care about the brand. I just care about what he go give me. I needed this job to be done. If not, some person will say, if no be Z6, Z series, we know they shoot. Oga, he get camera be now full frame because of low light. I know they like plenty light for my picture.
And then for photography, I think to an extent, I think full frame is good to go for
because
photography.
If you be, especially if you be person we say you know to get lights, full frame will help you cut down noise. If you know how post production they work, you know send. If it's do away with them.
But I believe Nikon, Fujifilm, all camera brands are now doing really good crop sensor cameras too. That
everybody
are doing exceptional.
Good right from time. I tell you the mistake a lot of us they make.
No, what do you mean everybody? Nikon was not good for videos.
They no get strength for video. Nikon are primarily a photography camera.
Yes.
Even to date.
So what do you mean by everybody was good?
They talk about both the crop sensor. Like now I tell you when I say everybody good. Now Nikon are primarily a photography camera. So when you want to talk about Nikon, then no be now, it will talk about photography. Even if you give me a crop sensor Nikon, the problem we most of us get, Fuji no get cheap lenses.
Fuji before not now.
See,
There be no gets.
now, see,
But
I know they won't use the now, because now even expensive things now they
because people
cheap.
that are going to be watching this podcast are going to be making decisions based on whatever they hear, and we
Okay,
need to update the
okay,
information.
okay, no
Yeah.
wahala. Now, cheap lenses they
For
on
every brand.
everywhere it
Mhm.
but RF no deal. RF they no get third party.
But to an extent, there's this RF that has, we have two type of RF. The one that
Okay,
has red ring and the one that has silver. But
yeah,
silver rings are still relatively cheap. I think the
okay,
50
okay.
mm is about 350,000 now.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
the 35 mm to
So
350,000
RF
for.
users and I don't hear and
So
I
in
get
fact, I was having the conversation with one of my friend Archive, and he was telling me about the lenses and the 35 mm and 50 mm, and I went to check it. And when I looked at the review online, the difference, in fact, there's difference in sharpness
no
and
difference
quality,
go there, but at the
but
end of
it
the
is
day, you will
not
use them.
so much.
You will use them
Mm-hmm.
matters too.
Yes.
Because somebody go use the same gadgets why they use will get different results. We go stand for the same place shoots get different results.
Exactly.
You understand? So now Fuji lenses then, because now we they talk about then we be like say no be everybody good. We then they place some persons over some persons. Fuji then their lens is expensive. The person they use Canon, the person they use Nikon. How much lens then they use? More think about that. You get a camera, they use less than 100K lens, but your Fuji they use over 500K lens. Like, think how the ego compare these two pictures. You say this one a crop sensor, no be the sensor now. The lens they do a
Very,
lot.
very, I beg tell them. See, I tell
They
people
do
this
a
thing. I tell
lot.
people this thing. They will now start coming with the
The first
extreme, like.
concert where I shoot am with crop sensor. I know they use light shoot concerts. People where they use full frame, then go rent full frame to shoot concert, then see me and they shoot it
And
as full
that's
light,
the
then feel say I
problem.
know
I tell
where.
people, when you are using crop sensor, you can always compensate with your leg. People say, I shoot in tight spaces. That is why I use crop. I
How
don't
tight
like.
your space they?
Can you just buy 14 mm and 16 mm? There's no how tight your spaces. If you
Where
buy
you no go do am.
14 mm crop sensor for your crop sensor, it should be
See,
wide enough.
Tokino get 11 mm for Canon users.
And I know that Sigma has 10
2.8.
mm.
Sigma get 10 abi 8. 8 mm lenses dey. If you
It's
say
even 8 mm is
see,
even too much
if
now.
you say na tight space, buy ultra wide angle lens, low aperture.
Low aperture. If the problem is low light.
If you think say Sigma get 18 to 35, buy am na f1.8. No be 2.8 o, f1.8 fixed 1.8. Buy am. If you say na your sensor na be your problem.
So what do you have to tell people that feel like they don't feel among because they are not using Sony, they are not using Canon, maybe they are using Nikon or Fujifilm or other camera, and people are always trolling them online, especially creatives like them. What's your opinion about it?
I suppose I advise them, but I don't advise them tire. They know the year. See, if you're tired, leave the space. Sell your gadgets. Come sell them for us cheap. Provided say your gadget now full frame, I beg. Z series, I beg. So the thing, waiting they kill people. Comparison. I understand it for life. All of us get the attributes to compete and to compare. How then speaking for English, compare and contrast. All of us get attributes. But now when you they compare things, no be for you to they depressed. Now for you to know say, okay, this my system, they less than 2 million, but they achieve within 15 million system, they achieve
Then
close.
you're
You
close to
understand?
it, you're good.
So now why are they compare so that I no go feel
I
pressure
even
to buy the
I saw
gadget?
somebody in a comment today, that in somebody's comment, that somebody was saying he went to an event, and because he was using Z6 or Mark II, that another photographer that was using Canon 5 R5 was yabbing him, and I'm like, why you bothered?
Wait, you go
It should be your
wait,
results now, like.
wait, you go yab me. Funny enough, before I start to use a mirrorless, most of the people who know me, if you say I own mirrorless,
Because of the quality of your work.
because of the quality
And
of
to be
my work.
sincere, I think I saw somebody shot a video with 5D Mark III, a DSLR camera. And to be sincere, if you post it to on Instagram and ask most of these new videographers and content
I go
creators,
say na
that
Sony.
they will think it's a Sony or this thing. See,
Now about you.
I think it's a bitter pill a lot of people have to swallow. That even at the professional level, look at this award-winning cinematographer that used FX that made FX3 popular that year. That was it last 2 years that used FX3 to shoot a Hollywood
Netflix.
movie, Netflix movie, and everybody was all over the place. So that is to
Why
tell
una
you,
no say una fit do am since?
it takes
Like
somebody high up there in the industry to show you guys that gadget does not, and that's
you know the problem.
and you guess
They know
what,
they believe.
that did not even teach people a lesson. It
You know they
only
you see, you
made
no go
people
teach.
buy FX3, people that cannot afford FX3, people that should not even, that
And
don't
they
need
know they
FX3
use
to buy
why
FX3.
you go buy FX3, they do talking head video for social media. Like no, see,
No, if you can afford it,
no,
Rolanzi, let them
no,
let
no,
them
hold
buy.
on. No, make them buy me
But
now.
that's not
No,
what
me
is that's not
me
what
me
the
now
camera is made for.
are they realistic?
Because if you want to do,
Why I go buy 50, 80, 50, 90 to use watch movie because I can afford it. A financial mistake. Even if I feel afford and not rubbish.
no, if they can, okay,
See, no,
no,
see,
I
no,
think
no.
I understand what you're
See,
saying now.
now I no care whether you feel afford them. There are things you don't do. It's not because you have the money. Now, let's say you're a filmmaker and you they do other projects. Now different thing. The
Okay, yeah,
major reason you buy them
it's for those
now for the
projects, and you are
projects.
now using.
But
So
I
I
they talk
think I
about people.
understand
I
you.
know some the first Alienware why I see the owner they use and watch movie. This is why they telling her over 10 years today. The owner they use and watch
They
movie.
use Alienware watch movie.
Now, how you feel? This person gets zero knowledge about anything. Now, you're no be because you get the money, no mean say you must buy
I
that
think
thing.
I get you. I get you because that thing has. I've actually thought about it a lot and how people don't buy gadgets based on usability and
They buy it
what the
because they
gadgets are made for.
exactly.
FX3 is not made for YouTube. Video cameras that are made for YouTube are ZVE1. It has the same, and people don't know that ZVE1 has the same sensor as FX3.
They don't know.
And it's like 1 million naira cheaper than or 2 million naira
Naira,
cheaper
2
than
million naira
FX3,
cheaper than
and it will
FX3.
give you exactly the same quality. But if you are into vlogging, if you are into talking head video, social media content, that is the
Different
camera for
cameras
you.
for
Is
different
less is
projects.
less bulky. It saves you it saves you
More
money.
money.
It's easier for you to use, and you can even use that. It has some features FX3 does not have because FX3 is more production friendly.
Exactly.
And people, so I understand what you're saying. So people don't understand this thing. People just think, I want to be doing social media content. I've actually seen people shoot talking head video with Red before, and I'm surprised.
See, MKB, I mean, waiting be
To
that
me, it's not a
YouTuber.
flex.
Waiting be that YouTuber name. Carry red,
Okay,
they
okay,
go shoot,
okay. No, that
they
one
go
to an
vlog.
extent. I think
See,
he knows
he
why he was
knows.
doing that one.
He
He know
knows.
he has a
Waiting.
quality he wants to achieve, and he was able to.
Okay,
But most
okay.
of these people,
Okay,
just
Moku excuse him.
he was
But
able to.
why go Israel the vlog?
No, no, I think he could afford it, and
No be
it's
affordability now
but no,
they
no, no.
talk
But he
about
helps.
now.
He's an influencer now, and
Okay,
it
maybe
helped him a lot.
na
It
part
helped
of
him a
in this
lot
thing.
now grow his YouTube channel. Imagine watching somebody doing review of iPhone with a red camera using a red Komodo X to vlog. It's also part of the controversies on
Exactly. Now
Insta.
use that word.
Mhm.
Make see, I just want accepting that word.
Which one?
Now just the controversial things. Now in it
But
because
no,
now
no.
waiting make we talk about them now.
But that is not what the red was designed for.
They no design it for you to go they use shoot phone. To use a shoot to the vlog with. I don't know if you
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah.
me
Absolutely.
now I know they talk about you can afford it or not. You can afford it, no problem. But make we understand
Do you
certain
know
things.
why?
It
Why are
just
you
feel
buying? Are
it
you
just be
buying it
like
just because you can afford
you
it,
be
or
Captain
because
Awa. And
that's what
only
you need?
Captain Awa they use SUV they drift. They don't design SUV for drifting.
Exactly. Like buying
They don't tell you say make you go they do am.
exactly,
You know be Captain
or
Awa
using
leave SUV
Tundra,
for
Toyota Tacoma, or Tundra to be
that guy they
drifting.
use
You
all.
can use it, but that's not what it's made
It's
for.
not you understand. These things then do am for these purposes. You go
Or
come
using anointing oil to fry dodo.
now holy food.
But okay, so you're trying to tell me that using FX6 or Red Komodo to shoot talking head video for Instagram is like using anointing oil to fry dodo.
Exactly. You understand? Like now overkill. It just be like somebody been the me and somebody been they get conversation and come be like, I say I go buy Z9. I say one of the reasons I go like own a Z9, I like bulky cameras.
Yeah,
No be because
but that
na
camera is
Z9.
so unnecessarily big.
See, now waiting you think because you know you they used to small body. You they barely shoot
Then
handheld.
as a videographer,
Now they talk, they barely shoot handheld.
and for
Because
handheld,
if you want
heavy
shoot
cameras are
handheld,
actually
exactly.
good.
If they shoot
But the
handheld,
ergonomics, I don't think the ergonomics is really for video.
no,
It,
see, no be really for video, not for photography.
but it has
Now,
crazy video features.
see, waiting the video features mad oh,
I
die.
know now.
Now, the thing I like about them if you don't shoot all those D4, D3s, I go like only D5. Anything make me see a good deal, I go like only D5 for pictures. I like how bulky it is. Now, some persons will be like they like smaller bodies. I get a small body. I got cage my body, make it look a bit big. I like when my cameras a day heavier for my hand because I
For
know they,
stability,
yes, I
yeah.
know they use strap.
For stability. Oh
So
yeah.
if my camera light, it go easily fall off my hand. But if it heavy, I go they feel something for my hand. Now wait to make I cage my camera because of that extra weight. A lot of persons know they used to them. But me, I did used to them. When I did make video, I did shoot handheld most of the times. And heavy camera, they give you stable shots than when your camera light. Because when your camera light, be like then tell you me keep your empty hand outside. May stable. It go shake.
So do you think the reason why people follow do you think the reason why people do brand loyalty or follow brands to the core, being diehard fan of any brand, is because of their real life experience and use, or because they're just following trends?
Both. Some persons they follow
But which one do
bandwagon.
you think is more popular?
The bandwagon.
People that are following trend.
Yeah.
See, I
Now,
told
now
somebody
the
today,
people where
I
they follow
said, do you know how many people have bought Sony because
because
of
of big age.
Uncle Big Age? Do you know how many people have actually bought Sony because they saw, because Uncle Big Age just came online and said, this is the camera, or they just saw a behind the scene of him using Sony, and automatically they just believe the reason
Now
why
in picture come
he
out like that now
picked.
because of Sony.
Do you know how many people make decisions like that? I was telling somebody, I was saying, if people like Grant, I am Grant. You know I am Grant
Yes,
now.
and
That
I am
makes
God.
really amazing videos. People like I am Grant and other filmmakers. You know, I am Grant. Funny thing about I am Grant is that he doesn't use any of the popular cameras most Nigerians are used to, and they don't know. And I'm saying it just takes this brand in particular. I'm not going to mention the name of the brand he's using, to just reach out to him, and he just needs to make a video that this is the camera I use. And I'm very sure in this Abuja and in Nigeria, a lot of filmmakers are
We
going to
go
sell their Sony,
yes.
they're going to sell their Canon just to buy that particular camera, because automatically they will just think what makes this guy's video really awesome
It's because of his gadgets.
is
Okay,
because
you know
of his
Sabi tell
gadgets.
stories. Even if they give you book, you know go feel write anything. If they give you the best pen, you know
And
feel
it's
write anything.
it's so sad. I mean, I'm not saying anybody that if you are buying Canon, if you are buying Sony, you should not be buying. You should look at other camera. Is by force to look for or look at other camera. But the thing is, make sure the reason why you're buying, the reason you are buying a camera, is not just because of trend or your friend uses it, or because your mentor in the industry, the person that you look up to is using Canon. Then automatically, I understand the sentiments, but make sure these cameras are actually what you need, because a lot of people buy
Exactly.
cameras they don't need. A lot of people buy, in as much as I preach the gospel of FX30 every time of crop sensor, some people actually have no business buying crop sensor. If you are buying crop sensor because you saw my video of me saying crop sensor is good, because anytime I'm saying crop sensor is good or FX30 is good, I will give you the scenarios where FX30 is good. I'll not just say for anything you are shooting, every level you are professional
Use
is
FX30.
FX30. Because even me, I don't use FX30 every time. You understand? Or let's say, look at the Pixies. Pixies 12K and FX3. The Pixies 12K is a better camera, but FX3 beats it when it comes to low light. Imagine you are shooting weddings and you are now using Pixies 12K. Are you okay?
Like me, I go for Nikon because of colors.
Yeah, colors.
My outputs. I no go advise you. Likewise, I use Windows because of my kind of workflow. I do a lot of things. I don't use a gaming system because I use a workstation. Now, might even break this thing down. People they mistake gaming graphics for workstation graphics. Workstation graphics they more expensive than gaming graphics, but gaming graphics they faster than workstation graphics. Gaming graphics be like fast cars. Workstation graphics be like workhorse.
It
So
moves. It's like diesel engine and petrol engine.
exactly.
Diesel engine moves slower but more powerful. A petrol engine moves faster but less
Less
power.
powerful.
Yeah.
Now, wetin make workstation graphics now stand out? E hard before you see somebody with workstation graphics wey im graphics card fry. But it's
Okay.
easier to find that kind problem with gaming graphics. Now, na my own reason.
It's for speed.
I no go tell you say make you come buy wetin I dey use because we no dey do the same work. Likewise for camera, when I shoot Nikon for the first time, I love the colors. And na crop sensor Nikon I shoot. The first full frame wey I shoot na Canon. I go shoot event. Some guy dey use Sony. As I see am, I hail am. Him come tell me say na maybe the first person we see say him dey shoot Sony, I no fidget. I say, why I go fidget? Like, you don't see my work. I never even see your work, I go fidget. Why? No be like I be artist originally. So I no care what you they use because as an artist, you can create from anything.
Yes.
I do collage, I do mosaic. I don't use matchstick and sand create art piece. So no be waiting you they use now I care about. Now waiting you feel do with waiting you they use now I care about.
But do you think social media has really worsened that gear obsession?
Yes, because now the problem will get
You know,
too
now
many
the two problem
informations.
is two problem now.
Okay.
The gear obsession of this camera is better than this camera, and the gear obsession of thinking is by how many gadgets you own. Do you think social media has really
Yes.
plays a
Now,
role?
ma tell you why social media. Normally, social media they only modify or edify the things we did before. Normally, before you get info of say person they use this thing on a jam for events. So less information, less problem. Now make I dey tell person say you better say they uninformed than they misinformed.
It's better to be uninformed than to be
Than
misinformed.
misinformed. You no say then they bomb for who say two. Somebody can't tell you say then they bomb for Guarimpa me wrong go we say two. Now one na misinformation. You when no say then they bomb for who say two. If you they go we say two, you know go in fear, you go just they go normally. So you go feel pay attention. But you where they wrong go who say two because then they bomb for Guarimpa, they run for safety. So you need to pay attention to where they go because you believe say now we are safety day misinformation. Now I don't want to use Nigeria scenario because you know they talk about politics. You understand? Now I just use that one for people they Abuja then go know places who they talk about. Now the social media and humans, Nigerians especially, don't make you believe say if you know to get you're not good. Clients they cause these things too. I don't want to call name, but you get one big photographer. In talk say he get shoots when go do, he go pack everything, he no need them.
But
Because
just
of
to
say them believe say if
But
them
I
pay
mean,
you
I
this money,
understand. I
if them
understand.
pay you this money, you got to pull up with all of those things. Now these people they need to show them off on social media because they are clients. Nah, gang. Then the people now we come, they use social media. They don't get access to those clients. So they got show the world, say they own those things, even when most times they don't own them. Then go show the world, say they own those things, make you believe, say, then they capable. Now, if you go meet your clients, you say, you pull up with S-class. Automatically, you know why I lay emphasis on Nigeria?
Yeah.
Nigerians, the world it is like that, but Nigeria now we dey. So we could talk about our country. Nigeria and Africans, we dey judge people by how you speak English, waiting, the phone you dey use,
They are watching you, yeah.
the car you dey drive, the branded clothes you wear. Meanwhile, there are a lot of unbranded clothes that are way more expensive than branded clothes. Now, another thing we can they do Nigerians. If you dey so true and real, then go feel say you don't see him or so this guy Anna Baba and wetin make in the less pressured. So why they follow and they dey pressure? Indeed, I don't see am. All those things, matter for heaven. Yeah, for earth wey they matter. Oh. So first benefit and for earth before you go heaven.
So you're saying if somebody gives you, as an artist now, as a art photographer, fashion photographer, say if somebody gives you just an average photo camera,
Yeah.
if somebody gives you just an average camera and collects your professional camera now, would you still be able to produce the kind of works
Yeah.
you're producing
So
now?
one of my favorite sculpture arts, I shoot that picture. I shoot that picture with Canon 700D kit lens, 18 to 135 kit lens. The light what I use now, this Godox T560, that small
Mm-hmm.
Godox,
Mm-hmm.
where they come with one small trigger
Mm-hmm.
and one small softbox.
Mm-hmm.
Now I use shoot them. The one where I even gel, I gotta use nylon, where Abuja people they call leather,
Mm-hmm.
green nylon,
Mm-hmm.
create my gel.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel shoot with that thing, now
So.
you get project I no go achieve it. Now
Mm-hmm.
why you ask me as an artist?
Mm-hmm.
So I bring them down to art.
Mm-hmm.
You get a project you go call me for, I go rent the
So
gadgets.
you
We
go
go
rent.
fit
Because I mean, yeah.
the
But
project.
so that means you don't have to buy. You don't
No,
always
see,
have to buy,
you
especially when
don't
you're starting.
always have to buy when you're starting, especially when you have a lot of other things to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you only have to buy when you want to start renting,
Mm-hmm.
like renting out,
Mm-hmm.
lending.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know that na the right word to it. More than no verse, na pidgin and they speak.
All
Anything
right.
I speak
So.
correct. So when you they rent out,
Mm-hmm.
you need to buy. But if you just a start up and the gadget you want buy, and only when you shoot you go make money. Why not wait when you get shoot you rent?
Mm-hmm. And when you can now make, when you now
Then
have the
when you know
money.
say you dey comfortable to buy, you buy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
against you buying. No.
Well, of
Anything
course.
you want buy, you
Of
buy you
course.
now
Of
your money.
course. Mm-hmm.
But waiting that they talk about now. If you want buy, or understand why you need to buy. Not just buy because it then give you one kind money.
So do you think skill is also enough as a photographer?
Skill and talent together,
Mm.
no dey enough.
Skill and talent is not enough.
Yes.
So what can
Now,
you really do to be a successful photographer?
I tell you something now. More we dey come out from photography, they talk about life generally now. One thing we most creative they mistake for. One thing I say, because I know this thing, I feel say I suppose this and make money. Now, instead of us, I learned this thing when I trade, when I been learn binary option. For binary option, forex trading generally, you use 5% skill, 95% psychology.
Mm.
Anything you make your skill pass 5%,
That's
you
your
go lose
soft
money.
skill. Mm.
Now, we as creatives, we dey use 95% skill, 5% psychology.
Mm.
Now, why we go hardly make the money? Now, another issue where we can't get for this part of the world. Now, say good people, they always fall in the hand of wrong people,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So you now we get good intention and good ideas to share. Your guy we get good sales knowledge. Go can take advantage of waiting you get. Why and I no come out plain. See, contracts no necessary. Now because of say people they
Mm-hmm.
take advantage of other people due to
That is
say
why
no
it's very
written
important.
contract.
But
Now why it can
contract is
necessary now?
very
If
important.
not, normally it no supposed be a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
But because of how human behavior, for the
Human
fact
nature.
of human nature, for the fact of human nature, they can't say, guy, we gotta write this thing down because tomorrow night go to say, I don't remember when we talk. Even as a business person, I know they close deals on call. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
If you know if you send me email, make we text. You
Mm-hmm.
know why?
Mm-hmm.
I get receipts. A planner don't book me for event. She make mistake. Book me for a month, like a different month. Meanwhile, the event now a month before when she booked me. You say she no text me this thing.
Mm-hmm. You for enter trouble.
I say that night I do both picture and video because the guy we supposed handle video,
Mm-hmm.
they shoot one big event that same night. And na because say that night dey free, me I just dey house dey watch TV. My phone ring, where you dey? I be like, where I dey? As how I dey my house. He say, when una dey come where?
As how?
For wetin we book you for?
As how?
I go see. And one thing about me na say, some persons fit say I difficult, I just get principles.
Mm-hmm.
When you dey work with principled people, then they seem difficult because you no like principles.
Yeah. You just want things anyway.
Now, if somebody tell me say you do this thing, even if me and you they argue, because every human get defense mechanism, I dey go check.
Mm-hmm.
You call me for phone, say Roland, you do this thing. I dey go check, make I fit respond.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a situation whereby me and you come dey quarrel where are they at fault. When they come settle and then say, no, I know they like them at all. I first go check, confirm the date, check and check am. I dey on call, call person, make sure him confirm the date for me. I can't swipe am, respond to am. That time the planner come say, I say na mistake she make. Now that day supposed be this thing na the day with them book na a month from the
So
day.
did you not do the other months?
No, I na just that day.
Oh, okay.
So I just got fill up because of just as we talk relationship now. Now, no be just skill and talent.
Yeah, no be
that place.
Imagine you just change it for the client that no, you cannot do this one. Oh.
Now that relationship will don't establish.
So why do you think a lot of skilled, talented, filmmakers, videographers, photographers are broke?
They are broke because people will get waiting to lose. Always get the consciousness of say they get waiting to lose. So they need to take advantage of things. Now, my break them down. If you check now for the space, people they go viral and people will get nothing to lose. Then go post almost anything about them. Me and you go do shoot, we no go do behind the scenes. Because we feel say it no matter. I they talk and because now our reality. We feel say it no matter. But those people now we no get anything to lose. Then go show their setup and then they do setup. We do setup, we no record them. No process of our setup.
And you don't just post the results. It's also always but to drive engagement, to make sales.
How you take do this
you
thing?
have to
People need to
carry your clients along.
You understand? Now, most creative
people want to experience what it feels like working with you on set before they even come to your set.
Exactly.
It's not just about the finished video or picture.
Somebody now talk one time where they talk, be like, people go use you. What's the essence of value? To be used.
Yes, now.
You they useless when you don't get value.
If they are not using you, then you're useless. Yes.
Now, all the skill way we they do, we want exchange our value for finance. So for your value to the exchange for finance, somebody got to use you. And once people start to use you, now, you know one thing people they misunderstand about use. Then if you say use, means say they no value you.
But it's the value they see in you that is making them use you now.
Who book you, pay you millions, they use you achieve the goal of documents preserving their memory. Now the usefulness you they off to them. Other people know they useful to them. Now why now you then choose? Now you then see as
value
exactly
cannot be used. You cannot even be used if you don't have value.
My brother, now a creative now go say then use them, can't leave them. You know why that statement will always happen? First of all, the only reason I go bring you to come do the job or to come my team now because say you get to think will take me to the next level. I dey edit my work before. You be good editor. If you start to edit my work, I go concentrate on other things. If you know improve, man say now I dey shoot 4K now. No, I dey shoot 1080. They edit 1080. I want start to get time they shoot 4K. I can't employ you to the edit my 1080. I can't they shoot 4K. You know, if you edit 4K, I go look for who they edit 4K. I know dump you. You know they of value to me again. I don't stop to shoot 1080. Likewise, if I want upscale, start
and that
to
also
shoot
happens with clients too.
the same way. Provided to you need
So
to
you
give
need
them
to
any
always
value.
be upgrading your
Always
skill.
see. One of the best things why I learned for life, I learned from a life coach, Makosi. Years ago, normally when we did with her, she did give us very valid life instructions. She talked something. She said life be like mobile device. And if we liken life to mobile devices, we go understand life better. Your subconscious, now be waiting your phone they do. If we talk now, you go online. Things what they talk about, you go to see them online. So anything where your subconscious, where you they hear often, your subconscious they record, they attract. Life they more spiritual than physical. Now updating means making research. People they talk about reading. Difference between reading and studying.
Don't just read,
Yes,
study.
they won't break this thing down because I tell my guy, say, I no like to read. He'll be like, I say, Oga, I they study, I know they read. If I they read,
Can you study without reading?
now you go read to study. You know how to read because
There are
you
other
want
things
to
you can
study.
also do to study. Yeah, I believe
Reading,
so.
now I can pronounce this word. Now be the form, now
Now
act of studying, now
it's a
be
process
reading.
of
You
another process
understand?
of studying. Yeah.
Now, waiting be studying. Studying are asking questions about what you read. Then they read novel. Some persons where they into literature and storytelling, we won't create a story out of them. Then they study novel. But generally, people they read novel because you just want to read the
So
story.
if you want to make something good out of filmmaking, photography, videography, you study it, not just
Yes,
watch videos about it
you study
or
it.
read about it.
Now, when I they try to make people understand this thing about my own learning habits, I did study a lot. I did do studying get a lot to do with research, question asking, online and offline research. Now we talk about this mic. I go call you, ask you, say, guy, what do you think about this mic? I did study to know well about the mic. I go call the next mic. You don't use this kind of mic before. What do you think about them? I go do check YouTube video, check different people we don't use them. Now I did study on how this thing they work. No be just to open the reading, nine be to open the manual. Reading the manual talk.
But
plug
studying
and
is
play.
practicing. You see, I tell people that a lot, that if you really want to be very good, in this industry, you cannot just be good by watching videos, reading online. You have to practice, you have to ask questions, you have to redo it, you have to try different things. That is when it will sink in. So that leads me to this last question I want to ask on this podcast. And it's something that I know that is going to help a lot of creatives, especially beginners. If you are to warn a 19 to 20-year-old creative, either photographer, videographer, content creator, anybody now, that this is what you should be careful about in the industry, or you want to advise them on one thing, what would that thing be?
I want to advise them. Lock in. Lock in.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
When I say lock in, I mean understand what you're doing. You get one mistake we most of us they make. They come out as half baked. I understand. Say the media now don't make you believe say being half baked you go viral. But imagine say sometimes to arrive quick they better than to arrive better. But lock in. Even if you want the show waiting you they do, make sure say that thing where you they show behind the scene you they work. If I show you this thing, waiting I even get behind the scene, they better than waiting I show you. So that I go even feel defend waiting I show you because the next thing why they show you supposed to way better. But most times, and another thing I go always tell them, learn with excitement.
Learn with excitement.
Now, when I start to hustle, I do pimping of phones. My father no know. My father no know hustle what I do because if he kill me, like I from house will be say you must go school. Part of the reasons he be like say I no go university, like because first I choose say I no go school for Nigeria. Secondly, during the process of me setting all of those things, my father can't die. You understand? Me, just be like, okay, day again, and nobody gave me ask me this question for house. My just they do, waiting I they do. I don't start self-development while I still the SS3. Most people, okay, some people go say the advantage day. You don't say now this time now understand see who get food for house, no they wealthy. But growing up, we know they find food. We they eat everyday food they house. Who get food for house? They among the wealthy people. Oh. So if you watch this video, take notes. No go fool anybody, make them whine you. Get food for house first. I dey always talk and say food na part of composition. Now, why they cause problem for events? You can afford it, but they no give you go vex because you're hungry. They say a hungry man is an angry man. Now, when I start to learn, even now while they pay bills, I see they learn with excitement. One of the things I go encourage anybody with this starts, always find that thing exciting about what you're learning. If you know they learn with excitement, the pressure of they make money go take over. And once that pressure take over, first go learn and go make the money. Because you go always be focused on making the money.
Making the money.
When I start to work for my life now, once I don't do work for salary, one of the best advice I get, the guy they call my Adam boss, Kali Emmanuel Nakoro, in say, as I start my graphic design and illustration, make sure see any work I did do, any payments where I get, I see them as tip for IT way I did do. I work a year and 6 months. I take that 1 year and 6 months as IT. This now they work professionally, 9 to 5, then they pay me. Why I take them as IT. So whether they pay me or they don't pay me, I know say my free time as days and they do my side gigs. I dey sleep late just to do my own design jobs, do my editing jobs for people, make my side money. I get other skill, no be just one skill I get. My friend been explain how to skill a talent. Might see whether I fit explain it because some people get talent, they know they skilled. The disadvantage of being talented.
You can be talented and not be skilled.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
think
you feel be a talented drummer,
but you're not a skilled
but
drummer.
you're not a skilled drummer. Talent's not part of skill. It just be like for football now. Dribbling,
This is a
na
skill.
talent and na a skill. Some persons they born with the talents. For football, how to tackle na a skill. How to play free kick na a skill. These things now fit still be talent if it be skill because some people they born with them. Now your talent only becomes skill when you start to improve on them.
It's not a skill because it's just coming straight out of here. You have to practice. You have to sharpen it.
See, you need to sharpen your talents.
So that's why you need to lock in.
Yes,
Lock
make
into
it
sharpen.
become a skill. Okay, I just wake up. Funny enough, I know sit down do Photoshop class. Oh. Then they teach my other brother Photoshop. One day I see computer, I do waiting, I see when they do. I get photographic memory. Anything, you don't watch Hero.
No.
I be like Peter Petroli for Hero. If I didn't near you, they do something. As long as I did see him, it like say I did absorb.
And for people that are not like that safe, they can always get videos and watch and rewatch. And
you understand? So provided say I didn't near you, they do something. I go easily, even if I need they really pay attention. One day they go just be like say whatever. Now why they always say the knowledge na spirit. People feel argue with me. I don't get any points to prove. I don't get anything to explain to you. But wetin make me understand that thing. If I deal with you and they do this particular thing over and over, I don't deal with you for a period of time. One day I go start to do that thing without practicing prior to that day. Most of the things I start to do now, so it takes start. Some people go ask how it takes start. Sometimes if I know fair answer, it go be like say I know they lie. I don't know. I just find myself they do this.
And I think in the creative industry, that is very common. A lot of talented and skilled videographers and photographers I know are like self-taught. Yeah.
They just start. You understand?
But
now,
just starting because you now have that talent does not mean you not lock in and work on your skill.
When you can't they lock in, I make them a skill. Now for football, you get a talent. It means you know go they go training. Now one of the things we follow key hazard. If you watch football,
I don't watch football.
Hazard
football people.
See Hazard na very good player. That guy know they train. For training, they eat burger. But when match starts, he go score past you.
Are you serious?
Now, when injury, because age, they catch up with people. When injury can start to come, those training way in skip can start to affect them.
Because now there's no energy to match up.
Exactly. So when you get a talent, learn skill, practice your talent. The process of
and when you're talking about skills, not only the hard skill, the soft skill.
See, people don't understand.
Emotional intelligence, everything.
Emotional intelligence now one skill where people need to talk about. Communication now one skill where people need to talk about. Managing situations na skill where people know they talk
And
about.
it's very important in creating.
Yes.
Videography, photo, very important. Sometimes even more than the
learning patterns and human behavior.
Your Michael.
Learning patterns and human behavior na skill where people need to talk about. Now, I dey always talk. This one I'm on. If you like, you put them to test. If you like, you no put them to test, it consign you. My other sister make me understand. See, they know they give people advice. Then they borrow people advice. If they don't need them, you take them back. You understand? Now life be that. So anything I tell you, if you say you know what he consign you, another person they will go hear them. If you know need them, I go still tell another person. We get 4 temperaments, and every 4 get a secondary temperament. Imagine say you get 4 into 4, that is 16 people. All of them go get all of them secondary temperaments, and you don't meet the whole people on earth. Because if I meet somebody they behave like you, I go easily say this guy they behave like this my guy, and he get how I they relate to. If I relate with, I mean no go vex. Then if I see the secondary temperament, I don't see a person we get that temperament as in primary temperament. I go know how to relate with you based on your temperament. These things not things people need to talk about. People feel say you go just wake up. Most of these things we learn am for streets. Because you don't deal with this person. Growing up, we no grow up with emotion. So it help us to understand how people emotion dey. When I can't come out, if of course issue, when I come out from my space, I start to relate with people how we they relate. But based on their response, I can't understand say no be my space be this. I got adjust. Start to learn
use your emotional
how
intelligence.
exactly. All these things are skills where people need to talk about.
And it's very important.
Important die.
Relating with people.
You be good photographer. You know wetin make you dey talented. You dey see wetin people know they see. That one no be skill na talent. Develop that talent, make it become a skill. They know if you teach person talent, na skill then they teach. So if you no develop on that talent, you know go fit start to dey teach people. I start to understand photography better when I start to pass down my knowledge. How I dey teach.
Absolutely, because it will even force you to go back to learn more.
You know
then
why?
you will now understand. I've been teaching. There was a time I was teaching a set of students, and I was now just while I was teaching, I was not saying, "Oh wow!" So that is why I could get the. It was as if I was teaching myself sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then sometimes, because of questions my students ask, I go back to research, and it makes me a better filmmaker.
Exactly. Now you know why you go be a better filmmaker if you dey teach. Now because you go learn 20 ways to explain one way to them. Not be because you want to teach them only one way. Now so that you go fit make them understand.
And by doing that, you now even
you don't get
understand
19
better.
other ways to solve that problem. But them then get only one way to solve the problem. Because then they dependent on you.
I think we have a lot to learn from this podcast. A lot. I'm very sure the viewers are going to have a lot to really think about, because this is like this podcast actually opened my eyes to a lot of things about, and hopefully we are going to still have you some other time on the show. So thank you guys for staying with us throughout this conversation. It has been an awesome experience, and if you are still watching to this end, that means you've really gotten a lot of value, and I'm so glad you've stayed to the end. Do make sure you like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and comments, also please share with your friends. Rolanzi, please let me tell them to like and subscribe.
I beg, make on a like, make on a share, make on a drop comments, make we get conversation. If on a hear something we on another clear of, drop comments. No worry, we know if you hear the argument. Everybody now the only thing they cause argument na misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand us, drop your comments. Make we iron them out.
And if there's something you want us to address in the next video, and if you want us to bring him back to the show to explain other things, then
then go bring me back. You understand?
Thank you so much, my brother, for being on the show.
I do well, Abi.
Yes, now. See you in my next video, guys.